All right, we are now live here at the Online Big Blue. We're doing a quick Saturday show at noon. We are having some technical issues here. I don't know what's going on. I don't see what's going on here. What's going on, everyone? This is Tim with Online Big Blue, bringing you the best in New York Giants sports Saturday entertainment. We're not doing a show on Sunday, so we thought we would do a show today. I hope everything's having a great long holiday weekend. I don't know if the comment section is working because we're having some technical difficulties here. Let me see if it's working. I don't know. Hi. I don't. Yep, there we go. At least my comment came up. I don't know what's going on with this program today. But you know what? We are always sitting here having fun. We're always sitting here talking Giants. I might be having internet issues. I think that could be the problem that we're having at this exact moment in time. Hey, Mike Lee, happy Easter to you. Hope everything is going well. It is Jonathan. Let's talk draft. All right. Well, is there a draft coming on? Is there something coming on here? April 29th, I think. We're talking Giants draft. I think we should talk Giants draft. And I'm going to say this again. I want to say it one more time. I am not going to be giving my Giant selection anytime in the near future because the draft is on the 29th. But, I do have some. I've started breaking down the thought process of the Giants and who potentially the Giants should draft, and started doing some individual player breakdowns. So I think that will be what is going on with my internet here? My internet is bouncing. I'm trying to talk and fix the internet at the same time, so that's not working out too well. We had a lot of combines that came up and available the last couple of weeks. Of course, the Giants went to the combine in Miami with Gregory Rousseau and Phillips and some of the other players. I mean, it's interesting. Like I said, we've talked about it before. How the Giants, no matter what combine they go to, you have a segment of fans on social media. They're like, "Okay, we need to sign that player." And I laugh because if we had 478 draft choices, then maybe we could sign some players. But at this point in time, I don't think we're going to sign any of them. I think and I've said this a million times, I think our draft is going to be now predicated on what we have done via free agency. And I think our free agency, of course, was interesting. I did see the other day that another NFL player personnel guy came out about Adoree Jackson, and basically said the same thing that I think a lot of people are saying now. The Giants kind of overpaid for him in the marketplace, and they may have been competing against themselves. I don't know if that's 100% true. I don't know how much interest he had outside of the Giants, but you know what? He did seem to be I do find it interesting that people were saying after we signed him, a couple weeks after that, we didn't draft him. Of course, we signed him, but we may have overpaid from him. I'm not going to say greatly because I think that if he is going to be the player that we hope he's going to be, then he's worth the money. The question is going to be, is he going to be the player that we hope he's going to be? Is he going to come back from the ACL injury? Is he going to look like the guy that we need him to be, and we need him to be in that defensive backfield? I mean, I still think Giants sitting at 11 may have the potential to go cornerback. And like I said, everyone knows I think that I am a huge Patrick Surtain fan. I think that he is, I think he would fit in the Giant philosophy. But like I said, you're going after Adoree Jackson. You still have Isaac Yiadom. All right, Isaac Yiadom. We're going to have an Isaac Yiadom rant for a second here. Okay, I can't fault the Giants for re-signing Isaac. I can't fault him at all. I can't fault him one bit. He did take a salary cut to stay with the Giants. His salary was bumped up because of the 3-year accelerator, because of the new collective bargaining agreement. But I can't fault the Giants for bringing him back. But I swear, if he's going to be on that field, it better be in man-to-man situations only. And I'm not going to sit there and be happy if he is going to have more of a a larger role with the Giants at this point in time. Someone just sent me a message that the chat is not working on their end. All right, let's see what's going on here. They said they're sending me messages and it's not working. Well, I don't know if it's not working. Hold on, let me go back. I'm not.
I'm Rex Moore with the Motley Fool, and there's a reason I come to CES.
Hold on. He's saying the chat is not working. It's not coming through. You know what? I'm not seeing it. Okay. He said he's typing. Let's see. Jonathan just came in with a chat message, so let's see what he has to say there. I can't see Dallas. Let's put this. Let's talk draft. I can't see the Dallas passing. Whoops. I can't get this to work either today. I can't see Dallas passing on Surtain. He's exactly what they need. I think the Cowboys are going to go corner in this draft. I think with the complexity of their defense in reference to how they actually, I think Dallas's biggest issue last year, of course, was the defensive talent, but I think they needed to simplify the defense. Works for me. Yeah, I've gotten, that's interesting. So I'm getting private chats that saying the messages, they're typing messages and they're not coming through. I don't know what that means, guys. I really don't. I'm kind of perplexed here myself because I keep bouncing in and out here on my end. And I don't know if it's an internet issue or what's going on. But you know what? Give me some questions. People have said this chat's working. I want some questions. But yeah, I think Dallas won't pass on Surtain. I don't think they're going to pass on a corner. I think they're at 10. I think they are going to have to fill a position of need. And I think we've said it a million times. If you are drafting solely on a position of need, you are probably going to be reaching. And I think the Cowboys may have to reach, but I don't think they'd be reaching if they went for Patrick Surtain. I don't think the Giants are going to. Like I said, I don't think the Giants will go that direction, but I do think it would be interesting to see exactly how it plays out. I would still like the Giants to see going for a wide receiver. I would see that too. They are not getting Pitts. Who's not getting Pitts? The Giants aren't getting Pitts, or the Cowboys aren't getting Pitts. I personally think, like I said, I am not a Kyle Pitts hater. Oh, here now some of the messages. Now the messages are popping through. I mean, something's got to be wrong here today. I am not a Kyle Pitts. Oh, Cowboys. Okay, yeah, the Cowboys aren't going to go with Pitts. I don't think Pitts is going to make it out of the top 6. I think that I know everyone's so enamored with Kyle. I know that, and the speed and the strength and the fact that he's only been playing that position really for 3 years, and his ability in the end zone and his size. That's great and all. But you like I said, the draft is always a crapshoot. And I love it because of the fact that everyone's getting so enamored with the combines. And I laugh because I said in one of my other videos, I have never seen an NFL player on game day streaking down the field in a pair of sneakers and shorts. It's great to how you look in the combine, but it's a difference on you look at the film. You don't look at the data that's in front of you in reference to size and strength and all that. Because I laugh because I think Bateman got measured yesterday and he was smaller than he was listed in college. And I laugh because when I was in college, I even said it before, I was over 6'3", 235 pounds. And I'm only a little bit over 6'1", and back then I was 205. Whatever your college measurements are, you need to subtract 2 inches from that when you come into the NFL. Do we trade down? Trading down is an interesting question. And I talked about this question. Where we are sitting at 11 at this point in time, it's good. To me, the 11th pick in some ways has a huge value for certain teams, because if you go by the assumption that 4 to 5 quarterbacks are going to go within the first 10 picks, I guarantee at least 3 quarterbacks will go in the first 10. But if you go with 3, you are going to have a skill position player drop down. You could potentially have a linebacker drop down. So you have to figure you can't, unless you're going to get something crazy for that 11th pick. I like staying where we are also because of the fact that if you stay where you are at 11, the value of the pick in reference to the salary cap is fantastic because you may be getting a top 5 player at an 11th value pick. And I think that's the way we need to look at trading down or not. I read more about the top 50 prospects, the more I can see us going to wide receiver 11 and guard second round. I say that I can see the Giants actually trading down and grabbing. I could see the Giants trading down. It is not a Gettleman move. It's not in Gettleman's makeup, but also giving these big prorated contracts was not in Gettleman's makeup. So, like I said, they're in a win. They are in a win now mode. Jason, I mean not Jason. I got Jason Garrett on the brain today. But you have to figure Dave Gettleman, John Mayer, they're pushing all their chips to the middle of the table. And I love it now because you have all these sports writers coming out and saying this better work for the Giants because they sacrificed their 2022 season because of the cap. I remember saying that quite a bit. And I remember a lot of people being mean to me. Not going to say who those people are. I got a list, though. I got a list of names of people that aren't nice to me. All right, well, wait a minute. Let's say we'll go back to Waddle and Possum. Philly is going to draft Kyle Pitts. I hope not. I don't want to see as much as it's not that I don't want him on the Giants, but I really don't want him in Philadelphia, Washington, or Dallas. I mean, there's certain places I do not want him. Here's this is a great question because we need Waddle or Parsons. Yes, we could use both. And yes, I know we got Kenny G, and that's what I'm going to call him now, Kenny G, because he's so smooth. We got him now. We still have Sterling Shepard with the issues. He's still got the concussion issues. You have to hope Darius turns the corner and excels in his third year. We have Pettis, we have Ingram, but if we added Waddle to that mix, and I've said it a million times, you can cure offensive line woes by adding multitudes of skill positions, talents on the field at the same time, because you can't put 7-8 in the box. You have to respect the speed on the outside and the ability of Kyle Rudolph sitting in the middle of the field as well. But Parsons, you put him alongside Blake Martinez and you go to more of a traditional 3-4 defense, and you somehow find something in the outside linebacker position. I know we have Reggie Ragland, and he's more of an inside linebacker, but you offer that ability to have those two guys in the middle. You play more of a traditional 3-4. I'm not going to say comparison, but you have Carsons and Reasons. You got, Carsons and Brian Kelly. You got Carsons and Pepper Johnson. You have that type of combination, that mix. So with Shelton in the front and Leonard Williams, that could be a deadly combination. Mike, Jersey. What's going on, Jersey, man? I missed you. I texted you yesterday. I shot you back. I was kind of late in the day. I was putting stones in the driveway. No, Pitts is not going to be there. I don't see him being there. I don't see him being there at all. Dominic, long time no see. I just did a episode of NFL Talk from across the pond and back with Dominic today. That will be up tomorrow evening on iTunes, Spotify, Google Store, every place that you can watch or download stuff from their podcast. I laugh because a lot of old timers are. I mean, except only the old timers are going to notice. I like to call myself David Hasselhoff because David Hasselhoff of Knight Rider and Baywatch, he's huge over in Germany. And for some odd, bizarre, unknown reason, I am very popular in the UK. I knew someone had to be watching. I knew someone had to. Over in Europe, I am like David Hasselhoff, man. All right, what do we got here? Did you hear there are more flags? You know what? I've talked about the flags with Parsons. I've talked about this. And I don't know if they're true. And you have to hope that the Giants are doing their due diligence in reference to scouting these players, because I don't know if they're true. And it seems every year we have a player that drops in the draft because of the fact of, potential drug use, failing a drug test, domestic violence, potential domestic violence. So I don't know. And you hope that the Giants are doing their diligence to see if there is an issue, and like they always say, where there's smoke, there's usually fire. Waddle at 11. I'll waddle at 11 all I can, man. I would love to get Waddle. I really would. And I know we have needs And I know I did a video the other day about Slater, and I find the Slater video is interesting because so many people are like, "Oh, you're just so negative about Slater. You just hate him." No, I just pointed out facts that I am not the only one that pointed out. And I did the video as him being a guard and not a tackle because of the fact that I think because of his arm strength and his arm length that he is going to fit more into the tackle position, more into the guard position and not as a tackle. And one of the big knocks I had against him, and I watched some of the film, is he ducks his head at point of contact. And a very astute subscriber said, who used to do that as well. And before I could type it in, he wrote Eric Flowers. And it took Eric, 4 or 5 years to figure out when you reach your point of contact, if you're ducking your head and you're not looking at your opponent, you are more susceptible to a swim move, to what I refer to as a high motion move from the upper body, because you're not watching what's going on. He reminds me of Nick Harris, who was drafted later in the round with Cleveland, and that's what he reminds me of. I think Nick Harris was taken in the 5th or the 6th round with Cleveland. He actually came in and played for the Giants, and it was the first game that he played all season. I like this. I'm going to go down all these questions because I like when there's not a lot of people in the room, because I like answering everyone's questions. We're going right down the line here. I want to write wide receiver or Pitts. I want a wide receiver if the wide receiver is available. I do, 100%. Do you think the Giants will send any edge rushers for cheap? I like Melvin Ingram. I love Melvin. I did a video. I love Melvin Ingram. I think he would be perfect for the Giants as a short-term gap player on the edge. I don't know how much he's got left in the tank, but I think he would be a perfect fit for the Giants. Trade down and get an edge. How about that? All right. I am still a big fan of Gregory Rousseau. Everyone's like, well, Phillips had a better pro day. And again, I've said it a million times. You do not play on Sunday in sneakers and shorts. It's how you play with the pads on. Said it a million times. Jerry Rice dropped in the draft because he didn't have regular speed. He looks slow in his 40. Yeah, but he had football speed. He had football speed. So, and that's what counted, because how many people caught Jerry Rice from behind in 20 years? Slater equals DJ in your critic's mind. Yeah, he does. You know what? And I think I just did a good video on our old buddy DJ. And I was honest about it. I said if he can be somewhere between Kent Graham and Eli Manning, kind of in that Kerry Collins mode, we'll be fine. All right, let's see. Harry P. We're going to get to Harry P. Harry P., I don't remember seeing you being here before. I mean, you probably were, but with the holes plugged during free agency, feel good that you can truly go be at the 11. Hopefully, I just don't like Slater, guys. I'm telling you right now, I got this feeling, and I know people always go, "Oh God, Tim's got a feeling," and I'm not, I'm not going to. I for some reason, and I don't know, it's been like this. Even recently, I'm probably like 75% right at the time when I have these feelings, and I just got this feeling it's Slater. Slater's, and I don't say he's going to be a bust. I'm just saying he is not going to be the pro people think he's going to be. And a lot of scouts, like I said, a lot of scouts have questioned and I love when people were blasting me yesterday. I'm like, I agree that he's probably going to guard, but I'm not the only one that has him listed as a guard. You even go some of the draft guides, they have him listed as a guard. Dominic, if we draft Slater, I prefer him to play on the interior line, which is fine as we need a guard, but he's not in my top 10 selection. I don't see it either. I don't see a top 11. If you want to trade back and get Slater, I don't have a problem with that. But I can't see I can't see him at 11. I just can't. And there's always that one guy, and we talked about this. There's always this year's, I've been calling it this year's Zach Bond. Zach Bond, everyone used to do. And I used to, like I said, I don't watch other giant YouTubers anymore because I watch people like Brooklyn Hit Squad and Svi because they support the channel. But I stopped watching other YouTubers about a year ago. But so many YouTubers last year, everyone was except for me, Mr. Negative. Everyone was on the Zach Bond train. Everybody. And I was just like, no, he's going to be like four. And I did a video, 4th, 5th rounder. And that's where he ended up. And I worry that that's going to be Slater. All right. I would take Kerrigan. I was going to ask, does anyone know if Kerrigan is signed? I would like Kerrigan. I can see Kerrigan going back to Washington, though. I could see that, but I like I said, I love Melvin Ingram, man. I think he'd be a great fit for the team if he's healthy. He has the injuries. He's had the injury histories. Best player. Do you think best player trade down than filling the void based on Lillard? What do you think? I think like I said, I think right now that number 11 is a high value pick. And I think that if you did trade back, you could potentially get some great assets because of the fact that I think you can get a top 5 talent at an 11th pick salary. And I think that's what this NFL has become recently. You got to win within that rookie contract, especially on these players that you know are going to be big time players. If Waddle or someone who shouldn't be there or you didn't think would be there falls down to 11, I have to take him. I have to take best player available. I do. That's just me, though. That's just me. All right, what do we got here? Do you think they would be more successful in the Giants? You know what? I think either one would be a great pick for the Giants. Here's my thing, though, and this is going to be the same thing about the smooth Kenny G. It's going to be relied on the quarterback. Neither of these guys or any of these guys are going to be successful if the quarterback can't get on the ball. Damn YouTube. Damn you, YouTube. What's wrong with you? Yeah, I know exactly. I just like said, you know what? I would like to be more part of the Giant community now that I'm leaving. But, that's not me. That's not me. Chris was gracious enough to come on to the show, and I've always told him if he never needed me to come on his show, that I would be more than happy to. But like I said, I really don't watch any other YouTubers. Svi cracks me up. If you know Svi, he's on a lot of the channels. Go watch he's got a new video channel. He's got a new Giant channel. He cracks me up because of the fact that he's just so passionate about the Giants. And that makes me laugh. You want to dance on the ceiling? Oh, dancing on the ceiling. I'm old, so I know Lionel Richie. I was going to sing Donna Summers from it. And work hard for the money. I just like to sing. I can't sing whatsoever, but I just enjoy singing. I think the Giants are drafting a defensive tackle. If the Giants draft a defensive tackle at 11, I am going to become Houston Texans fan. I couldn't handle the Giants drafting a defensive tackle at 11. Couldn't handle it. I saw this about Sewell that his arms are also short. He's got the little T-Rex arms. I saw that. But he's more powerful. He has more of a push. He can generate. A lot of scouts that they say about Slater is the fact that he is not. They say, I said he's not a road paver, and a bunch of other scouts basically said he is not a mountain mover. And when you say that someone's not a guy that can move mountains, that worries me. Sewell, man, he can move mountains. He may have the T-Rex arms, or would that be Velociraptor? I don't know. I just watched the one Jurassic Park with the guy from Guardians of the Galaxy. That was a good movie. I watched Back to the Future yesterday. Why? Honestly, I've never seen Back to the Future till yesterday. And Marty McFly, man, he was pretty fly. All right, what do we got here? I'm not a big Slater either. He has no power to his game, which concerns me. Never played. Yeah. I agree. You just can't. I just can't. I'm just sorry. I know a lot of people like him, but hey, how about Cordell Patterson? If we need someone to return punts, yeah, or are we talking about different Cordell Patterson, or is that Cordell Patterson? I don't know which Patterson we're talking about, but if it's a guy from Chicago, we could use him. We need someone that can return punts. Can we stop with the Joe Judge guys? It's getting annoying. It's funny though, because the Joe Judge, it's not like the Parcells guys. You used to have the Parcells guys. You had Pepper Johnson. He was a Parcells guy, and you had the Belichick guys. You had William Roberts he also followed Parcells and Belichick around. And I'm not saying anything. I'm not saying about that. Joe Judge has got to do what he's got to do. We got to support Joe Judge. He's in year 2, man. We can't keep changing things. I was saying it didn't give me notification. I don't know what's going on with the notifications. Someone else pointed that out to me that they're not getting notifications when my videos come out. I don't know what's going on. I don't know. I'm being blacklisted. Why? Because I'm too honest. I'm going with I'm too awesome. And I would like everyone to know the new laptop showed up. It made it. And I still don't know how an entire beer got spilt on the laptop. I don't. And I gave what my thought was in reference to that because I know I did it. But my thought was that it was done by ninjas. It just has to have been because it was so stealthy. All of a sudden I was just there and there was a beer on my laptop, which I did. Let's see here. There are a lot of guys that can play guard and you can get, yes, there are a lot. This is not a great draft for reference for interior offensive linemen, but you know what? We got to give Matt from Connecticut a chance. He's got to get that chance to play. Same with Shane Lemieux. He's got to get that chance. We got to see what Will Hernandez has still too. We got these guys on the team that we just got to give them a chance. Slater is not as aggressive as Sewell. Yes, I like him. I don't think he's going to get past. I don't think he's going to get past Cincinnati because Cincinnati needs to protect Joe Burrows. And Sewell is a freak athlete. Yes. Yes, he is. I like Jenkins. Which Jenkins? Or am I not thinking properly? Because like I said, I had to get up early to do the podcast. And that's the problem. That's the problem getting up early. All right. Tell me which Jenkins we're talking about, Daniel C. Oh, tackle from OK. You know what? Oh, okay. Thank you. We're going to get back to that question. We're going to jump into Jonathan. That's right here. Well, trade back for, you know what? I could see the Giants doing that. But like I said, I can't see Dave. As an organizational standpoint, I could see the Giants doing that, but I don't see Gettleman doing that. The tackle from OKC. You know what? I am not 100% up on him. I just started doing my draft analysis like 2 days ago. That's why I did the Slater video. So I'm going to do a bigger breakdown. Oh, so you want to get Tucker? Yeah. How far back do you want to trade back though? That's my question. I like him too, but how far back? Jonathan, answer that question when you get a chance in chat. How far back would you trade back to pick him? Yep, I like him too. If Sewell drops, I would take him and put him at right guard. If he drops and you have a wide receiver and you have him sitting there, you know what? I might have to trade back because if you figure you go back to 15, you figure Mac Jones is going to probably be taken by. I don't think Mac Jones is going to the top 5, but I could see him going. I could see the Patriots trying to go get him. But I can't. Yeah, that would be a tough call, man. I mean, yeah, he could solidify the line, and he can. Yeah, I mean that's. Wow, I don't know. I would have to think about that. I might have to do a video on that. I got to think about that one. What do we? Yeah. Or we talk about Y.A. Tittle. Y.A. Tittle. Chuck and Charlie Conley also. I miss Chuck and Charlie. I never got to see Chuck and Charlie play. Trivia question for anyone out there that knows this. Chuck and Charlie, quarterback for the Giants in the 40s and stuff. He also has a claim to fame, and I don't want Mike Lee answering this. He's also got a claim to fame as something else besides being the Giants quarterback. I don't have any gifts to give out right now because we're out of gifts at the moment. But I would be curious, does anyone know what other thing that Charlie Conley is known for besides being the Giant quarterback? He's pretty famous for this as well. All right, let's see here. While I wait for that answer. Are you aware of any prospects meeting with the Giants? You know, Kevin, I am not. You know what's funny? I got a lot of information last year at a Giant camp, and I passed it along, and most of it turned out to be accurate. This year, I'm getting nothing. I've worked the phones, I've worked the emails, I worked the sources. I'm not getting anything this year. That was like free agency. I did a video 4 days before free agency. The Giants were going to sign Blake Martinez and James Bradbury, which I ended up doing because some people were working a little bit of a hustle, give me some information, but I had nothing in free agency and I got nothing for the draft right now. But I'm still going to try to figure out. But they are tighter than a duck's butt, airtight. What if they run a quarterback doesn't materialize and Lance or Fields is there? If Lance or Fields is there, I'm trading down because I'm going to get a bundle. You know what? I don't understand why all of a sudden there's so many people down on Fields. I really don't. Yeah, he didn't have, the whole situation with COVID, and he didn't have the best year, and that's fine. But I don't know, and I know he's an Ohio State quarterback, but he's got this, I don't know, just something about him. And Trey Lance, I like Lance a lot, but I think he's going to be a long-term project. I want an edge at 11. I still want an edge at 11. I do want an edge at 11. I'm still a Gregory Rousseau fan. I am Mr. 305 fan. I think everybody knows that. I think they know that. I like Gregory Rousseau. 305. Okay. I think Daniel Jones can meet Alex Smith type player if Garrett can figure it out. I don't want an Alex Smith type player. I think you can only go so far with an Alex Smith type player. And I need something better than Alex Smith. And let's hope that Jason Garrett and Joe Judge can turn them around. I think Cincinnati takes Chase, and he is talking about, I could see Cincinnati going wide out as well, but they need to, after what happened to Joe Burrows, they need to protect him. They need to protect him. And so I can't see that. Jenkins is amazing in the pass set. He is incredibly aggressive. The only wish him is his arms are kind of small. Everyone has small arms. My problem. I was born the wrong way because you can't tell, but I got long ass arms, man. I mean, I got arms that are like, I got the guns too, but I got long arms. I always had long arms. I was a good basketball player, and I was a fantastic center in high school. And it was funny though, because people, and I had a coach tell me once, because I was only 6'1" at the time, and they were like, you know what? If you were a 7-footer with your arm length, you would be fantastic. Like I always say, I only didn't make the NFL because of injuries and lack of talent. Tucker, I think it'll be later on. I could see him going late. I could see him going in the 20s. He's a walking pancake. You can take that both ways. I could go both ways, man, because I like pancakes, and sometimes the way my stomach goes, I'm a walking pancake, or he's gonna pancake people. 15 would be the target. I think he's gone by 20. I could see him going in the top. Tucker, I could see him going in the top 20s. I could see that easily. All right. If Sewell drops, you trade back for a first round next year. Then you give the ammo to see if, you know what? If I don't think we're going to get a first rounder for 11, unless it's a very late first rounder, I could see someone throwing out a second. And, well, you know what? I can't even say that because we've said it a million times. They have, the media has the pick value card. And I've said it before. I've sat in there and I've talked to a general manager. That card means nothing. What it means, all it means is what the other team is willing to pay for that draft pick to get that player. Who do you personally want at 11 and why? Well, Richard Lewis, I'm going to tell you this right now. I'm not going to tell you. I'm not going to say, only because we're going to do a video. Veteran, fought in World War II, Civil War. I don't like to brag, but I was at Gettysburg. Yes, I am old, and I've said it a million times. There's me, and there's dirt. That's how old I am. I'm very close to dirt. The worms are looking up like, hey, Tim, what's going on? We're going to see you soon. Not that old. Well, yeah, I am. Let's see here. Lance has a great arm. Yeah, he does. He's got a fantastic arm. But the problem is you have to be able to throw the ball to someone with some accuracy. And I do think he will have accuracy, but I think he's going to take some time to mature. Fields gets a first read. You know what? I like Fields, man. I really do. I hated anyone go back. I hated Dwayne Haskins. And I got called a racist. I got called all those things. And my Hispanic wife thought me being called a racist was funny. But I hated his game. I called him a lollipop thrower in a deep pass, which means to me he just kind of hoists it up. Dwayne Haskins, that is. I said he didn't have the accuracy, he didn't have the pocket awareness. He was a Kiwi Smith. You cannot draft a quarterback with 1 year. But I don't know, man. Fields has got a swagger to me. I just see something there. I love Mr. 305. I've said it a million times. Sign me with Gregory Rousseau, man. Yes, people are like, well, Phillips had a better, he had a better combo. He had a better pro day. Pro day don't mean shit. Oh, sorry. Pro day don't mean anything. Go ask Mike Mamula how his pro day went. Well, not his pro day, but how his combine went. The Giants trade down to 14, 19. Do you think they will get an extra? I think if they trade down, if there's a quarterback available, I think the bidding, let's say Fields or Lance is there. And Mac Jones, I think it's just hype with Jones right now. But let's say Fields or Lance is there. I think potentially a quarterback hungry team could throw a first rounder your way. Can Fields go beyond the first read? I don't know. Can Daniel Jones? The problem with Fields in the first read is his first read most of the time was open, because you got all that talent at Ohio State, man. I just want DJ to be Trent Dilfer on wheels. At least Trent Dilfer won that because of the defense, not because of Trent Dilfer. I need him to be better, and I need him to be better than Brad Johnson, who also won a Super Bowl. I need him better to be Trent Dilfer. I need him to be, like I said, I just need him to be Kerry Collins. I think if you build a defense around him and offer, I could see him being a Kerry Collins. See us drafting a running back at some time. I'm actually doing a running back video on Tuesday, and I can see the Giants. I'm not gonna say who, because I don't want to break the video down yet. But I'm thinking the Giants will take a running back later in the draft, and I have 3 options. Depends on who's at 11. Of course, I agree. Timmy. What's going on, my friend? I forgot there was a subscriber that I did the John Mara video. I had the picture of John Mara, and he goes, he looks like Beavis from Beavis and Butthead. And and I cannot believe I missed that, because I'd be doing all my Beavis and Butthead jokes, but I would be the only one that found him funny. Gelman was in the trenches with the Hog Mollies in World War I. Well, I've already said, I was in the Civil War. I'm not going to say what side I was on, because, that would just be wrong. But I fought on both sides of the Civil War. This is the way I am. I want it to be equally great everywhere. The answer for the trivia question, my guess, who fought in World War II? No, that is not the answer to the trivia question. Trivia question again. Chuck and Charlie Conley is known. I will rephrase this. He is known internationally, worldwide, as a media symbol, as an advertising icon. If I had a good prize, I would give it out, but I do not have a good prize today. I wish I did. Oh, I just don't know to let everyone know, because it is now April 3rd. We donated to the Philadelphia Children's Hospital. We were able to donate $110. I matched Mr. Rowley from RPM Auto. If you need a car, go find him. He's RPM. I matched his $30 donation, so we were able to donate $110. And like I said, all super chats and everything will go immediately 100% to the Philadelphia Children's Hospital. My goal is by the end of when I leave in February of next year that we have donated at least $1,000. Do you think there is a difference in the Gentleman's Freedom approach this year? Perhaps more influenced by. I think his influence this year was because of the ownership. I think Mara is got a target on his back, and I think Tisch is itching to take over football operations. And honestly, since 2011, it's time. It may be time to get some fresh blood in there. And I think and Mara's come out and said he's tired of it. We got to win now. And like I said, I do find it interesting now that a lot of beat writers are saying, the Giants could potentially be sacrificing 2022, which I've been saying. I was called all types of bad things. Russo is not good. Well, you don't know that. The draft is a crapshoot no matter what. Which is your favorite low risk, high reward free agent do you think the most this year? I'm going to tell you right now, it's Reggie. It's Reggie Ragland. He's never going to be the guy he was in KC that second season. He's going to be more the guy he was in Detroit. He is a professional linebacker who can play the run but cannot cover. and that's he's going to be a 2-down linebacker. But the kid from Minnesota, he is what it is. I mean, if he was such a great edge rusher, the Vikings never would have let him go. Ross, if he can stay healthy, is going to be interesting, but that's always a big if. Didn't mean Trent was the reason they just, yeah, I understand, Mike. I was busting your chops. You're busting your chops, dude. You know this. Oh, we got the correct answer, but I'm going to get to these other ones first. He fought on both sides. I did. I love when people go to, but you're not funny. I'm freaking hilarious. Like I always say, at least my mom says I am. Damn. Well, that's just a good comment. I don't know what we're damning, but I'm with it too. All right, Alan. Here we go. We got the answer right. Alan Howard, the Marlboro Man. Chuck and Charlie Conley was the original. It's not like a dirigible. It's a balloon. I can't even talk. He was the original Marlboro Man. Most people don't know that. Come on, guys. I got to the end of the questions. That never happens. I want more questions. I don't even care if it's not about the Giants. I'll take any questions you got. Come on. I'm trying. My goal today is, and we're going to wrap up exactly at 1:00. I want to answer every single question that comes on the stream. And I think I did. Let me see here. I'll make sure I've answered every question. Did I meet my goal of answering every question? Someone said to me, they go, you're going to have a terrible turnout for the Saturday stream because of the holiday. I'm like, I don't care. I just like talking to everybody. I don't care if I'm talking to 2 people. That's it. We ran out of questions at 12:41. Oh my goodness. Oh, here we go. Oh, here we go. Joe, or is my thing not working? What's going on, Joseph? How you doing, my friend? Oh my God. Or is my questions just stuck? Edge or O lineman in second round? Mike Lee, I am going to go. Well, it depends on who we took in the first round. If we took an edge in the first round, I'm going O lineman. If we took an O lineman in the first round, I'm going edge in the second round. Why do you like Gregory Rousseau so much? Because he pays me to talk nice about him. Come on. I've said this before. I know a gentleman that still lives in the Miami area. He is a big Hurricanes fan. He's also an NFL fan, and he worked in NFL media, not in scouting. And he has told me wonderful stories about Gregory. And he says that there is a JPP vibe about him. And I could see that. And like I said, most people are going to say he's only going to rush from the interior, but that's what he was called upon to do in college. I think if you put Leonard Williams in the interior, you drop him out on the edge, Leonard and Dexter pick up a double team, you're going to be leaving him one-on-one with his speed and size and strength at a mismatch for certain players, because you're more than likely, if you're going to get that push up the middle, you're not going to be able to have a running back go out or a tight end go out and chip block him. So he's going to see a lot of one-on-ones with the Giants. I got that all out in one breath. Gelman's free agent pickups have been similar or worse than Reese. What do you think? If you're looking at the totality of their careers, Reese had the one good year when he went out and got Vernon, Jenkins, Snacks. And I think this is Gettleman's year to do the same thing. But if you're asking me right now, I would say they're equally as bad outside of Blake Martinez and James Bradbury. And people seem to forget Peppers' contract's coming up next year. We're in the negatives with like $37 million with 37 players in 2022, and Peppers is coming up. And I know some people are like, well, Peppers is he's not an all-pro safety. He's does a lot for the Giants. He really does. Feels like if this year goes poorly or properly clearing the decks, what happened then? Mara, Gettleman, I think they would all be gone. I really do. I don't think Judge will be gone. I think Judge will survive to fight another day. All right, let's see here. Sorry, I got that one. Favorite Super Bowl win is going to be 86, because that was my first year seeing the Giants win the Super Bowl. My favorite Super Bowl is 2000. I know they lost, but I actually got to go to that game in Tampa. So that was, and I was older when I went to that game. Let's see here. Do you think we resign Saquon? Well, Al, I'm going to tell you this. It's going to depend on his injuries. It's going to depend on if he comes back to even to half the player that he was. It's going to depend on the market value. It's tough to say now. Ask me about week 10 of next year when I see if he's still playing. I like Wyatt Davis, and I think Wyatt Davis has more talent than Slater. And I'm going to get blasted on that one. All right. What is your all-time Giants Mount Rushmore players only? Let's see here. Lawrence Taylor. How many people are on Mount Rushmore? 4 or 5? I think 5. I don't know. I'm not a history buff. I did fight in the Civil War, but it doesn't mean I'm a history buff. I'm going to have to go Lawrence Taylor. Probably Sam Huff. Let's see here. Eli. Harry Carson. And I'm going to have to split it between Y.A. Tittle and Frank Gifford. Most people don't know that Y.A. won 2 NFL MVPs with the Giants. Assuming neither, who is your favorite corner? And I've already made Mike League. Let's see. It's going to be favorite cornerback, and Waddle was the first. I got your favorite corner, and Waddle was the first. You know what? Like I said, I am a Surtain guy. I am a huge Surtain guy. If you were the GM, what would you max? Would you have paid? If I was a GM, I would not have given Leonard Williams more than $18 million. I think that would still be overpaying for him. The market dictates value, and I cannot give millions of dollars to one guy who had a really good season out of 6. And he did have a really good season. Pick at 42, not position, but names. I don't like playing the who you're going to pick at 42 because I don't know who's available. And like I said, plus I don't want to give away that information. I'm going to have my draft show. The draft show is going to be awesome. What was different about the second half kickoff of Super Bowl I? What was different? Well, considering, let's see, I was 72 back in the 60s in the Super Bowl I. I'm old, so I don't remember. I don't know. They didn't change sides of the field? That's a good question. That's a really good question. Let me know, Nick. Out of free agents next year, who do you think we will re-sign? I hope that we re-sign Peppers. I really do. Parsons. Parsons to me is the perfect fit. He would be, like I said, he could play right alongside Blake. You switch to a 3-4. Blake is not a bad coverage guy. Blake coverage skills dropped off that last year in Green Bay because I think they had him in the wrong position. They did not play to his strengths. But I think you have one excellent cover guy and another good cover guy in the middle of the field. I just moved to Dallas and found out there's a lot of Yankees fans down here, but really, I got friends in Fort Worth, and it was funny. They never mentioned that to me. That's great though. Make sure you clue them in on the channel, my friend. Let them know. Come see me here. Just found you on YouTube 6 months ago, and I watched when you announced you're retiring. Now I'm upset because I enjoy your channel. Do you have a replacement in mind? You know what? I had a gentleman, and I forgot to email him. I'm going to start doing people on the show for 10-minute spurts, and I can't remember the gentleman's name, but I have his email. He's going to be the first one. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to have people come on. If you want to come on and everyone's going to get a 10-minute shot on a live stream, email me at tim@onlineBigBlue.com. And I'm sorry, gentlemen, I can't remember your name, but he's going to be the first one. And I got a couple others, but I'm going to not give away the channel. I will still be the creative director of the channel, but I want someone to take over. I want someone to continue the mantle of Online Blue. The kickoff was kicked twice. Really? I didn't know that. I'll have to go back and look that up. This was referring to second round edge or O-line. That is, and depending on who we pick first, this is why I say neither and explain the first choice. Okay. Explain the first choice. I agree. I would go. Excuse me, my allergies are killing me. I would go edge, in the second round. Especially, I don't know. The Giants, it's going to be such a screwy draft. What other teams do you follow and root for? I like the Mets. I like the Knicks. I follow the Rangers in hockey. I was a big baseball fan, but the whole Atlanta thing kind of ticked me off. I'm not a political guy. You know, I'm not a Democrat. I'm not a liberal. I'm not a conservative. I'm a fiscally conservative guy. But when you say you're helping people and then you turn around and take away something that's actually going to hurt the people that you say you're going to help, that doesn't make sense to me. And if you actually read the law only says you really can't give out, interest groups, any of them, Democrat or Republicans, can't give out food in line. You can't sway a vote. And the whole lie, it's a lie when they talk about the closing the polls early. They're talking about closing the polls early on early voting days, but then they give the counties discretion to stay open until 7. I read. So I think that's to my detriment. I don't watch Fox. I don't watch MSNBC. I don't watch any of those things. I actually read for myself. Do you think the XFL will make a kick? You know what? Do you think the XFL 2020 kickoffs will make it? No, I don't think so. I like the XFL. I know what? I liked when they had the original XFL, when they had the people run in the middle of the field. I thought that was kind of cool. I know they stopped because people got hurt. I thought that was kind of an interesting thing. He might let Peppers walk. He might. And I don't think he's a Landon Collins walk, but I think I didn't mind when he let Landon Collins walk, but I can't see. I like Peppers a lot. I think he adds a nuance to the defense. Oh, I didn't know that. First kick wasn't aired on TV. That would suck if you ran it back for a touchdown. I'm so old that they had 2 kickoffs in the Green Bay Packers Super Bowl. That's how old I am, man. You have to go I have to go Parsons if the rumors aren't true. Thank you, sir. Make sure and also tell them to go follow NFL from across the pond and back. NFL Talk from across the pond and back. Make sure you go tell them that. That's another good show. Actually, I'm about to do a video on him. And I'm not going to give my opinion. But you got a good idea of an opinion, so I'm going to do a video. The first kickoff was missed by half the country because of a long interview with Bob. Wow, really? I got to look that up. I really do. Gregory, if Parsons is on the board, I'm not going with Mr. 305. Can the draft be? Yes. Can it be? Please? Please? I'm tired of talking. 29th, man. 29th of April. Oh, my God. Go Mets. Yeah, I agree. But you know what? It is what it is. And, this is a great point by Zach. I'm not getting into politics. All politicians want money. They want money on both sides. I pay so much in taxes, and it's like I don't see anything. But it's the same. It's everyone's corrupt. You could be a Biden guy, you can be a Trump guy, you can be whatever you want to be, but just know all politicians are corrupt, and they're not there for your best interest. Ronald Reagan said it best: if a politician comes to you and says they're here to help, you run. Run, because you're not going to get help. We need Pepper. We need Peppers. Cut Logan Ryan. I think Logan Ryan we can cut at a minimal risk in 2020. I'm not sure. This year we cut him, we're going to get screwed. I agree. Across the pond, the pack. It's excellent. I'm not biased at all. You are not, Dom. You are not biased at all, man. You are awesome. That is my co-host, Dominic. Also, AKA the King of Funk. I knighted him, or I duked him, or maybe he's the Duke of Funk. I don't know how knighting or duking works in the UK. Don't cut Logan Ryan. Keep them all. The cap is a lie. The cap is, yes, people say that, but you know what? Ask the Eagles. Heidi game was worse, man. Yes. You just missed the end to watch Heidi. And I've never seen Heidi. I was going to make a Heidi Fleiss joke, but I don't think anyone would have got it. That's what she said. I have sound effects, but I don't know what they are.
I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass. And I'm all out of bubblegum.
Sorry. Name that movie. If he drafts a defensive lineman at 11, I told you I quit. I'm a Texans fan. You know what? I did not get to see Smith. No, I did not. I think I'll have to. I've heard the name. but I have not seen them. I have not done. I have not done anything. Walking Dead. Is that a reference to the TV show? I stopped watching the TV show. I stopped watching the TV show after the second season. Black Book. Oh, you got the Heidi Fleiss joke. Okay, I knew Mike Lee would get it. Mike Lee's as old as I am. I think I'm older. We need to change up our unis. We need to go back to the old Cool Rush look. Our jerseys are. I like our jerseys. I like the old school Giant jerseys. I like the old stuff. I like the stuff from the 70s, not 70s. Not oh god, those god awful helmets. I like the 60s stuff. Walking Dead. Did I already do that one? Yeah, Walking Dead. I like the Walking Dead. Oh, here we go. This is a good answer to my question. Knights are literally knighted by the queen, members of the royal family, with a sword on the tap of the shoulder. You can get a knighthood for various reasons. How do you get a dukehood? Or is that something you have to have? Or the duchess? How do you become a duke? I don't want any defensive tackles either. Roddy Piper. I love the hot rod. I told the story. I met him at a convention once, and he was the nicest guy. He was, and I was never a wrestling fan. But I knew him from when Hell Came to Frogtown, which is a real bad movie he did. Go look that movie up. When Hell Came to Frogtown, it's a really bad movie. But I knew him from that movie and They Live. Yes, that was Roddy Piper. My prediction: Leo 5 sacks, 34. You know what? He better not have 5 sacks. Better not at all. Predictions for the season. I am going to say we are going to win between 0 and 17 games. That's what I'm going to say, because we picked up that 17th game. I'm not going to give this information out, guys. I'm not going to give it out. Okay. Oh, okay. So you got to, all right. I got that. It's hereditary. All right, fine. So I can't become a duke. So wouldn't you then be the Knight of Funk, Dominic? You always show up late. That's your problem. You show up late. I'm quitting in 3. I'm leaving in 3 minutes. LeVar, email me at tim@onlineBigBlue. Just email me tim@onlineBigBlue.com, because I think you should get a shot to try to take over the show. Gotta live. Earl to be the Duke. Duke of Earl. Big Trouble in Little China, man. One of my favorite movies. Jack Burton. You know what old Jack Burton says all the time like this? What the hell? My other favorite line is when I start my bike, the Fat Bob. And I always go to, when I start, what was that? That's 9.6 on the Richter scale. Jack Burton. Big Trouble in Little China, man. That's up there in my movies. Need to go back to the LT era jersey. I would like to go back to the 80s jerseys. Do you think Giants fans are knighting Joe? Yes, I do think that is actually a good phrase. Dom, that's a good phrase. Yes, they are knighting him too early. He's got to win first. I think he could be a good young coach, but he's got to win. Dukes are also a brand of cricket balls. I'm pretty sure. No. I'm not talking about your balls, Dominic. But I gotta get my sound effects working here, man. I've been slacking. 11-6. I could see 11-6. I could also see us having a losing record. What was the only type of touchdown never to happen in a Super Bowl? Fumble recovery in the end zone? I don't know. Did you know I am a secret? No, I did not know that. My wife was into she watches someone on YouTube, and I can't remember the YouTuber's name. That's a royal. And I laugh because I used to know the lady's name. United Kingdom, Britain, Ireland. Oh, Ireland. I'm very big on Ireland. The Pork Chop Express. Thank you, LeVar. Please do email me. The Pork Chop Express. Oh, guess the Pork Chop Express. I love that. I love Big Trouble in Little China. And I think we already answered what this was from.
I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass. And I'm all out of bubblegum.
Did I already said what it was? Is anyone going to say what movie it was? I know we're guessing Big Trouble in Little China, which it's not. But I already said what it was. And I also want to know what movie is this?
Would you say I have a plethora?
See, look, I found my buttons. I got to wrap this up, guys. I gotta make Easter stuff, but I want to get a couple more. Do you like the London games? I like the London games. I think it's interesting to go overseas. I heard there's a great video about that, or a podcast on NFL Talk from across the pond and back. Punt return. We never had a punt return for a touchdown in the end zone. I didn't know that. Do you think Giants fan? I'm just going to burn these as quickly as possible. Do you think the fans give Giants Gelman a pass? I think they give him a pass if we win. If not, he's gone. Punt return never happened. Hey, Evan, you're late. I'm leaving. I was right. Okay, I agree. Who did the Giants draft? Best player available. And I'm not going to tell you till my draft video. They live.
I have come here to chew bubblegum and
You
kick
got it right.
ass, and I'm all out of bubblegum.
Three amigos. All right, we're going to do one last movie trivia.
Well, I have a microphone and you don't.
So you will listen to every damn word I have to say!
I like that one. That one makes me laugh. Do you think John will be willing to gamble on a person's kid? I don't know if they will be. If they're building a culture, no. They're not going to gamble on it. And like I said, if they're doing their due diligence and it's not 100% accurate what they're saying, then you can draft them. But I don't see it happening. Are you getting a feel of deja vu again? I don't know, Dom. Are you getting a feeling of deja vu again? Are you getting a feeling of deja vu again? Are you getting a feeling of deja vu again? Sorry. That's a running joke between me and Dom. They live. You're right. South Park did a fight scene. Yes, they did do a fight scene. And if you ever watch Family Guy, when Peter Griffin fights the chicken, it's the same homage. It's not Billy Madison. Come on, we gotta get this to go. We gotta get this so I can go.
Well, I have a microphone and you don't.
So you will listen to every damn word I have to say!
That is from an Adam Sandler movie. He was a singer of some type of event that people get their vows given to them. And I don't think I can, and it's not the Water Boy. I don't have the Jeopardy music anymore. Oh, wait, I can still do this. No? Wedding Singer. Wedding Singer. There we go. Now we're getting it. There we getting it. Oh, there we go. We got a bunch of people with the Little Nicky. Billy Madison. I was quick in this. I got to get out of here, guys. You people are showing up late. I got to leave. Wedding Singer. You got it, my friend. Wedding Singer. There we go. We got them all. All right, guys. You know what? It is Easter. I need to wrap this up. We got last question here. I think Giants trade back if Smith is not there. Pitts is their fourth choice. Will be gone. I agree. I think they will trade back. I hope everyone has a fantastic holiday. Hope you and the family as well. You stay safe. You have fun. We're going to be talking a lot of Giant draft stuff in the next couple weeks. I'm going to try to do a draft profile video once a day. Please, if you've sent me a request on a player at tim@onlineBigBlue.com, please be patient. I am working as quickly as possible. I hope everyone has a fantastic Sunday. Take care, everyone. I just got here. I know, man. Thank you. Have a good day. I know you just got here. I just yelled at you for being late. Hope everyone finds some Easter eggs. If you're not into Easter, hope you just have a nice, restful Sunday. I appreciate you guys. Appreciate you dropping in on a Saturday. It's always fun. Hope you all have an awesome time. And you know what? This is Tim from Online Big Blue, signing off. Oh, wait, hold on. All right, everyone, this is Tim with Online Big Blue, bringing you the best in New York Giants sports talk and entertainment. And as always, if you could subscribe. If you're ringing that bell, you think what that means? That'd be awesome.